On their way from Scandinavia to Italy, the Lombards also lived for a short period in the Slovenian territory. The lands of the present-day Slovenia, which were then called Polis Noricon and Pannonian forts, were given to them by Emperor Justinian in 546 or 548. Polis Noricon is assumed to be a town of a territory including the Roman towns of Cilia and Petovio, while the Pannonian forts were probably the hilltop settlements researched between Sisak and Aidna nad Potoki in the Garenska region. One of the largest excavated burial grounds is Laj in Kranj. From the period of the migration of the people, therefore from the 5th to the 7th centuries, about 700 graves were found there. Around 30 of these can be ascribed to the Lombards. A large part of the archaeological material excavated at the burial ground of Laj in Kranj at the end of the 19th and the beginning of the 20th centuries is kept in the National Museum of Slovenia. As mentioned before, from 700 research graves from the period between the 5th and the 7th centuries, only 30 can be connected to the Lombards with certainty. Considering the grave goods, we can assume that their fashion was influenced by the Franks, Alamanni, Bajuvari, and Byzantines. While the position of fibulae, clasps, and belt buckles in female graves leads us to believe that they wore dresses called peplos, which were of Greek origin. When archaeologists see a fibula, a brooch, a clasp, in the shape of a letter S, they automatically think of Lombard women. In addition to fibulae, clasps, and other decorative items, certain functional objects such as scissors, blades, and tweezers were also attached to their belts. Occasionally, apotropaic, magical objects, were hung on them, such as bigger beads made of amber, chalcedony, or glass. They were believed to have magical powers. In addition to decorative objects and jewellery, combs made of bone were also important grave goods and indicate the level of hygiene of Lombard women. The combs are artfully made and almost always accompany women on their last journey.